Happy New Year and welcome once again to the spare room. Yesterday I was online and I came across what I thought has got to be one of the most ridiculous stories I've ever read. And it concerns the animal rights group PETA. And I want to stress, although I agree with a lot of what they say, I don't like the way they say it because in the past they have acted essentially as a terrorist organisation. But there's an article published by them that says that consuming cow's milk is essentially thinly veiled white supremacy. And I know there's a lot of bad things that go on in the dairy industry, but I've never equated putting milk in my tea with Nazism. And as much as I went through the article, the only thing I could find that means it is actually about white supremacy is that milk is white. And I don't know if this applies to all dairy products, but imagine now, if you're in a restaurant and there's some 7-year-old having his birthday and he's got a big milkshake, now you should just go up behind him, smash his head into the table and go, "Take that, you fucking racist. You're fucking welcome." Is it all white things are racist now? When it's a nice sunny day, those cumulus clouds up there, should we now be pointing at them going, "Look at those racist fuckers, racist fucking water vapour, white and above the rest of us, we get your agenda"? Thinking about it, my bathroom's extremely racist. It's all white tiles and a white suite. Mind you, the tiles on the floor are black and white, so I suppose subconsciously I was looking for racial harmony. And I posted this online and thought it can't get any dafter or weirder. And then a mate of mine, Pete from Bristol, sent me a link about an article where white supremacists in America are chugging pints of milk to show that they are racially superior. Now we're going to have to unpack this a bit. Because the tagline they're using is, "If you can't drink the milk, go back to Africa." And it transpires that although humans of all races are born able to digest lactose, because we have to, because that's, the only source of food that we have as young infants, for a lot of races, once you get into early childhood, that gene then switches off. I mean, in the part of Asia that used to be known as the Far East, people there are almost 100% lactose intolerant. But because of people of white origin, or whites, there you go, white European origin, that's what I meant, a few thousand years ago, cattle farmers there were consuming milk, and through a genetic mutation, it means that Caucasians can generally digest lactose. But sadly for these white supremacists, exactly the same thing happened with farmers in fucking Africa. So although black people percentage-wise are less tolerant to lactose, they aren't all lactose intolerant. So this line, "If you can't drink the milk, go back to Africa," should actually read, "Go back to Africa," even though the chances are your family originally came from the Far East, that part of Asia. And if nothing else, how the fuck does drinking milk make you racially superior to anyone else? I mean, if you're looking for not a vegan, but a very famous vegetarian, of course, was Adolf Hitler. But that was last year I came across that story, so I thought, well, it's 2019 now, surely it's all going to be fine. But no, the first thing I read online today was a tweet, and listen to the wording carefully, that said, "I'm not racist, but same-sex marriage should be between a man and a woman." 2019 is here, it's just as fucking bad.